Chicken is the protein most families rely on. It's supposed to be clean, simple, and healthy. But what if some of the chicken in your grocery store comes from brands with questionable farming practices, low-quality processing, and ingredients you never expected in something as basic as chicken? What if the fresh chicken you bought is injected with salt water, or the chicken nuggets you trusted your kids with contain fillers and additives? Today, we're exposing the hidden problems behind some of the most common chicken brands in the US and why many shoppers are choosing alternatives. In today's video, we're talking about 6 chicken brands in the United States that many shoppers avoid. These brands have been linked with concerns like poor sourcing, overcrowded farms, additives, and quality inconsistencies. Chicken is something nearly every household buys weekly, so knowing which brands fail to meet quality expectations is important. And make sure you stay until the end because the last brand is one almost every Costco shopper has bought at least once without realizing what they were getting. Chicken is often marketed as the healthiest, cleanest protein. It's lean, high in protein, versatile, and used in everything from meal prep to family dinners. But behind the scenes, chicken production is a massive industry. To keep up with demand, companies prioritize speed, volume, and cost efficiency. That means shortcuts, especially in farming conditions and processing methods. The quality of chicken depends on how the birds are raised, what they're fed, whether the farms use antibiotics, how meat is handled after slaughter, whether solutions or additives are injected, how long the meat sits before packaging. When companies prioritize production scale over animal welfare or food integrity, the final product suffers. And consumers often only realize it after they start cooking, when the chicken shrinks, releases water, or has an off smell. Common problems and issues. Most low-quality chicken brands share the same red flags. These include overcrowded industrial farms, routine antibiotic use, questionable hygiene during processing, added solutions like salt water to increase weight, rubbery or mushy texture, unusual smells or discoloration, leftover bone fragments, tendons, or cartilage, excess liquid pooling inside the package, poor freshness control during transport. These issues are not rare. They show up repeatedly in customer complaints, independent tests, and reviews. And these problems can make even a basic chicken breast taste bad, cook unevenly, or shrink dramatically in size. Now let's break down the 6 brands consumers say you should think twice about. Brand 1. Tyson. Tyson is one of the largest chicken producers in the United States. You'll find it in almost every grocery store, but it's also one of the most controversial. The brand has faced repeated criticism for its large-scale industrial farming practices. Overcrowded barns, limited space for chickens to move, and heavy reliance on automated systems raise concerns for many consumers. Another issue is added solutions. Many Tyson products have been reported to contain injected salt water or broth to increase weight. This creates chicken that tastes watery, shrinks during cooking, and releases a lot of liquid in the pan. Customers also frequently mention inconsistent texture, from rubbery to overly soft, depending on the batch. While Tyson is widely available and affordable, many shoppers now prefer brands that offer transparent, cleaner sourcing. Brand 2. Perdue, certain products. Perdue is a mixed brand. Their premium lines like Perdue Harvestland or Organic Perdue are fairly respected. But many of their basic and bargain-priced products have raised concerns among customers. People often complain that the chicken becomes rubbery, releases a lot of water during cooking, or has a slightly spongy feel. These signs usually point to added solutions or lower quality processing. Because Perdue is a large-scale operation, it still relies heavily on industrial farming systems. For shoppers who prefer pasture-raised or small farm sourcing, this brand doesn't always meet expectations. Not all Perdue products are bad, but several of the commonly purchased ones struggle with consistency and texture. Brand 3. Foster Farms. Foster Farms has been involved in multiple quality concerns over the years. Some of their chicken products have been linked to contamination issues, leading to recalls and customer distrust. Many buyers report unusual odors when opening the package or chicken that spoils faster than expected. The brand's long processing and distribution chain also affects freshness. especially for consumers who live far from their main production areas. Brand 4. Sanderson Farms. Sanderson Farms is another big name in chicken production, and another brand that's been surrounded by controversy. For years, Sanderson Farms was criticized for routine antibiotic use, even while competitors moved toward no antibiotics ever. The brand also faced backlash for advertising claims that some organizations argued were misleading. Though Sanderson says it has updated its practices, the company still operates on a large industrial scale, which means overcrowded barns and aggressive production cycles. Many shoppers prefer smaller, more transparent companies that don't cut corners on animal welfare or processing transparency. Brand 5. Pilgrim's. Pilgrim's is one of the largest chicken producers in the world, and with size comes the same problems seen in other industrial brands. Customers frequently mention that Pilgrim's chicken releases a lot of water while cooking. This not only affects the final flavor, but also makes the chicken shrink significantly. The trimming is inconsistent as well. Buyers often find leftover cartilage, skin pieces, or thick fat attached to the meat. Because of the massive scale of their farming operations, Pilgrim's faces ongoing criticism for animal welfare practices, hygiene standards, and the overall quality of the final product. While affordable, many shoppers say the trade-off in freshness just isn't worth it. Brand 6. Kirkland Signature Frozen Chicken, Selected Products. Costco is generally known for high quality, but some of their frozen chicken items, especially the pre-seasoned or pre-trimmed versions, have mixed feedback. Customers have reported tough texture, uneven thickness, and overly salty taste. Many of these frozen items contain significant added solutions, which makes the chicken feel processed and less fresh. The pre-cut frozen strips, nuggets, and some marinated varieties have the most complaints. They cook unevenly, sometimes turn chewy, and don't offer the same quality as Costco's fresh chicken, which is usually much better. Not all Kirkland chicken is problematic, but several frozen items fall short compared to competitors' cleaner, less processed options. Benefits and why it matters. Chicken is one of the most consumed proteins in the U.S. Choosing better quality chicken means cleaner farming practices, fewer chemicals and additives, better texture and flavor, less water-injected meat, fewer chances of contamination, healthier meals for your household. Even small improvements in the brands you choose can make a big difference, because chicken is something most families eat weekly. Better quality chicken cooks more evenly, tastes more natural, and supports long-term health. Avoiding highly processed or water-injected brands protects your meals from unnecessary fillers and artificial ingredients. Surprising points. Here are some surprising facts most people don't know about grocery store chicken. Many large producers inject salt water or broth to increase weight. Some frozen chicken contains up to 15% added solution. Industrial chicken farms may house tens of thousands of birds. Water-injected chicken shrinks much more when cooked. Natural doesn't mean additive-free. Color of raw chicken does not guarantee freshness. Cheaper chicken often comes from weaker farming standards. Some chicken is frozen and thawed multiple times before sale. These hidden details are why checking labels and knowing which brands to avoid matters. Here's the twist. Some of the biggest, most trusted brands use the most added solutions, the most industrial farming, and the most inconsistent processing. The packaging often highlights words like fresh, natural, premium, or family raised. But those terms don't always reflect what's really inside. In many cases, smaller farms and transparent brands offer significantly better chicken than the biggest household names. Summary. Let's recap what we covered. We discussed 6 chicken brands that many consumers avoid: Tyson, Perdue, certain products; Foster Farms, Sanderson Farms; Pilgrim's, selected frozen Kirkland; signature items. The common issues include added solutions, rubbery or watery texture, industrial scale farms, concerns about antibiotics, and inconsistent freshness. Avoiding low-quality chicken doesn't just improve taste, it improves your health, your cooking experience, and the overall quality of your meals. Thank you for watching. If you want the next script on 7 U.S. bacon brands you should avoid, just let me know and I'll prepare it right away. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with more food safety and grocery breakdown videos.